So we all know what Unreal Engine is. It's an engine to make video games. I am not playing a game in the background with Unreal Engine. I'm playing a game with the superior ID Tech engine. You know, that engine that allows you to play Doom Eternal on 1440p, max graphic settings, and ray tracing at 240 plus FPS. I don't know what's inside the engine that the Doom team uses, but there's some magic in that shit, let's be real. Unreal Engine, on the other hand, usually runs very poorly, and a lot of Unreal Engine 5 games struggle even on high-end PCs. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily Unreal Engine 5's fault, or developers nowadays just don't know how to code for shit. I mean, take a look at games like Remnant 2 that was made in Unreal Engine 5. The game, without any upscalers or frame generation, on 4K on PC with highest settings runs at 20-something FPS. And keep in mind when I say that, I'm using a $800 graphics card here in Canada, a 4070, and the best CPU that money can buy. But we're not here to talk about performance of Unreal Engine 5 today, we're here to talk about their code of conduct when it comes to making games, because it is ridiculous. So here is the code of conduct. Racial, ethnic, and religious inclusiveness. Do not use metaphors or similes that reinforce stereotypes. This includes those that contrast black and white, such as blacklist and whitelist. I swear these guys' IQ must be lower than the frame rate of the games they put out. The terms blacklist and whitelist have nothing to do with race. Getting blacklisted from a video game server has nothing to do with race. Yes, it says the word black, but black is a color at the end of the day, so is white. I can't believe people are paid to do pointless shit like this. What is the fucking purpose in finding issues out of non-issues to make into an issue? It's almost like a lot of these companies want people to be more divided on things like race and whatever, but that's not something we're going to go into on this video. Do not use words that refer to historical trauma or lived experience of discrimination. I got trauma from playing one of your games recently because of how bad the frame rate was. Okay, I'll stop with that. This includes slave, master, and nuke. Once again, they think there's only one meaning for a certain word, and they think it's inherently racial to say the word master. What if I say I want to master a certain level in Doom? Is that racist? No. But I really want to point out the word nuke. I mean, are we seriously banning the word nuke? I mean, games like Fallout wouldn't be able to be made in Unreal Engine, and a lot of developers are using Unreal Engine nowadays. No wonder games are so watered down in stories. They have to avoid doing all this basic shit in order to get the game shipped out. This is limiting creative freedom for developers. What if someone wanted to make a game based on a nuke dropping, and, now they can't because Unreal Engine is too soft to deal with that for whatever reason. Also, people should be able to make games based on whatever they want. If somebody makes a game based on slavery, as long as it's respectful, I don't see an issue with it because it's educational. I mean, how many World War II games came out? And that was a fucking tragic war. I mean, World War II was just... Bro, if you heard some of the stories that soldiers tell about that war, it is, graphic. 18-year-olds, which are basically still kids, got drafted into that war and had to watch their friends get gunned down by German machine guns. I wonder if this company, Unreal Engine, would keep that same energy when it comes to World War II, or are we only allowed to talk about certain, events that happened in history? Gender inclusiveness. Refer to hypothetical people using pronouns they, them, and their, even in the singular. We're talking about hypothetical people here, not even real people, but whatever, dude. When you refer to anything that is not a person, always use it and its. For example, a module plugin, function, client server, or any other software or hardware component. You know how a lot of people will say she's running fine or she runs well when talking about a car? Apparently that's too offensive for Unreal Engine. We're talking about a car, not even a person, so who cares if we say he or she, or they, or it? Who cares? Whoever wrote that code of conduct needs to be fired. And what about gendered languages? Because believe it or not everyone in the world's main language is English. A lot of languages actually are gendered. So are we just gonna spit in the face of those languages? But here's the thing, these people don't actually care about being inclusive. They want to look like good people so they can get brownie points on the internet. Do not assign a gender to anything that doesn't have one. I don't see the issue with me saying she runs fine when talking about a car. I'm not talking about an actual woman. dude. I'm talking about a fucking car. Who cares? I mean, these people are literally inventing problems so they can solve them and say, hey, look, we solved this problem. Do not use collective nouns like guys that assume gender. Oh my fucking god, dude. You know when people say, hey guys, what's up? They're not always talking about, like, literal guys, right? It's just like the word bro. Like, I literally call some of my friends who are women bro. But I'll tell you why they don't realize this, because they never leave their house. These type of people never interact with the outside world. These type of people are the type of people who are too scared to ask for an extra ketchup packet. Avoid cool, I don't know, I skipped English class a lot in high school, not gonna lie. Phrases that contain arbitrary genders like a poor man's ex. Bro. Saying something is a poor man's whatever is just another way of saying it's like a knockoff. Why are you getting offended by basic phrases and basic sayings? I mean, Jesus Christ, do people like this ever leave their house? They don't know basic sayings that we've been using for hundreds and hundreds of years. Yeah, this is bad, dude. This is the main engine that a lot of AAA games are using nowadays, and they have this level of censorship on them. I can't decide what I hate more, the censorship of Unreal Engine or the frame rate of a lot of their games. Anyway, that is pretty much all I have to say for this video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike, and yeah, I'm out of here.